let's read what it says. So we're going to read verse 1. I'm going to fly first. She follow with us. So that's the name of our organization, Sons of Yah. We're establishing here, Anniston and Talladega, and wherever the Most High else leads. And we're trying to gather our people to realize who they are to come back home. But the church done lied and deceived them. So let's read 1 and 1. So this is who they say Christ looked like.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse number 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The revelation. Anytime you have a revelation, it's something being what? Revealed. So a revelation, the revealing of Christ. Because many people say, you don't know what Christ looked like. Why does it matter about skin color? Oh, it matters. Because it gave the revealing of Christ. Now skip down to verse 14.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool. It's white like wool.
So when you look at this image right here, it says he had hair that was white like wool. But on this, we see blonde dog hair. That's what it looked like to me.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Fine brass. What color is brass? That's right. That's right. So feet like brass.
As if they burned in a furnace. As if they burned in a furnace.
So it's not the color of your car. As if it burned in the furnace. If it was already brown and you add fire to it, you have no other option but to turn black. So we have to ask ourselves, why does mama and grandmama have this sitting up in their living room? We don't know.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
That's why people say, why y'all got a microphone outside loud, teaching and talking? Because Christ didn't talk like no woman. He had a voice that was loud as many waters. So not only that, but let's read what you got. This is what Jesus said about the Father. John 14, verse 9. Jesus said it to him. Have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that have seen me, have seen the Father. So Jesus said he looked like his Father, but he got a precept of what God looked like. It's Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. So it's letting you know that these were black people. And one more, we're going to keep up, but it's going to say it. Let's read this. Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me. My skin is black upon me. And my bones are burnt with heat. So Job said he was a black man. So the question is, why does it matter? Why does it matter, brother? It matters because it's in the Bible. Read it.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse number 2. Judah mourning, and the gates thereof languish.
So the people were mourning because they had went into slavery at this point by being disobedient.
They are black unto the ground. They are black unto the ground.
So Judah, the tribe of Judah, y'all got the sound right here. So the tribe of Judah, what would you say your nationality is? You are African American black woman? Is that what you would say? What would you consider when you fill out the application? African American? Okay. Alright. I'm listening. Absolutely not. Agree with that. Wow. That's right. I'll show you the foundation of the Father, where you like there's a lot more to it. But you're right, you have to like Numbers 1:18. Numbers 1:18. Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. They assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
They got all the children of Israel together on the second month. Come together.
And they declare their pedigrees after their family.
Pedigree is your lineage, your heritage, your bloodline. Read that from the top one more time.
And they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declare their pedigrees after their families, by the house of the father. By the house of the father.
So whatever your father is determines the child. But we've been taught that what determines whether you are Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, or a part of the 12, oh no, it's based on your mother. If your mother was such and such, you're mixed with this and that. They declared it by their father. So if my father was a European and he has, with a black woman, that child is a what? European. If a black man has, with a white woman, that child is going to be Israelite still. So that's why it's not based on skin color. We just use the term black or different skin tones to give us that general idea. But we do know that it's based off the father. So a lot of people be saying, I'm mixed. You can't be mixed. You're one or the other. You're either heathen or chosen. Y'all brothers got something y'all want to add to this?
Basically, like the man carried the seed. Like if he planted seed in a white woman, a black child will come out, but it might look different. And it's still a black. That's why people have different souls.
One more. We're paying. Run me to the verse. This ain't to call you out, but it's to correct out people like us. If we was up here as dresses, you wouldn't come up here and deal with us. What the heck is going on? You know what I'm saying? True.
Deuteronomy chapter 2, 22, verse number 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man.
So what pertains to a man? We already said it, but what pertains to a man that we do? Pants.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
If we was up here dresses, you'll say, y'all can't go sit down somewhere.
For all that do so are an abomination to the Lord thy God.
So that's what the Lord said. He gave them commandments to us, the children of Israel, not all nations. Give me Psalms 1, pass on.
I want to say this here. Really think that you're a young person, your grandparents, grandmothers, what did they wear all the time? They wore dresses. So pants didn't come along until right around 1950. They didn't come along until then. So it's only for us. It's not for anyone else. If you really think about it, there's nowhere what it say, heathens, other nations, the enemy. He's telling you that this book is only for us. It's not for everybody. So we need to come back to this book and start reading this book and start following the laws, statutes, and commandments. That is the only way we gonna make it. But you think of the reason why you shouldn't wear pants or why women shouldn't wear dresses? kind of right too, because if the woman say, "I want to pass in these halls," what's she saying? So it put a spirit on them. But also, for example, a woman has an open wound down there. So if I put a band-aid on my foot right here, what it does? Create bacteria. So the doctor even told the woman, "Hey, you wear your pants too tight, you're going to get a yeast infection." So the Lord care about your body also. Well, let's go. I know. So along with the pants to confirm what he's saying, a lot of people say, God ain't gonna judge me for that, this, that, and the third. I'm gonna read the judgment and then read this precept. Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 5. And then that bishop, the host of heaven, 115. Is it 115? The one where I point that stranger. 108. Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such that are clothed with strange apparel. Yes, what he's saying is this is our young friend. Even the women, those who wear fringes, ribbon of blue in the bottom of their clothing. Why? Because it shows us, well, okay, if you was going to go steal something, where you going to put it? But as far as a man and stuff, if he's going to do something for him, he's going to want to put it in his pocket. Of course, he's going to grab himself to show, and it's supposed to stop you from doing those things. And he's going to touch on it again, the numbers. Again, actually explaining in detail that these are the things that, we are supposed to be doing. It's a proud moment to be out there. I'm proud that you stopped so you can chance to go. And yeah, you said your sons already was telling something. Now you hear it firsthand, so you can go back and tell them.
When we see another brother and sister, we tell by their apparel, they call them God's commandments.
And like he said, we think if you was gonna know this is enjoy our heart, be to share light with our sister, you sharing it with us. But you know this. That's blessing to us.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that when who they call Jesus crack the sky and come back, it's going to happen. That I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such that are strange. That are all such as they are clothed with strange power. So when he cracked the sky, he looked down, he was like, oh, there go my people right there. They wearing the fringes, they wearing the dresses. But hey, them ain't my people who got on the skirts, the men who wearing the dresses and the tight pants. So he ain't gonna save him. Like, I'm just coming for the people who read my word and studied. Also, with this right here. If I pass you and I saw you broken down and you standing out there and you trying to get some help, I already know when I see you, you one of us. So I'm going to stop and assist you in any way that I can to make sure that you're taken care of.
I'm going to further the point with this one.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse number 9. In like manner also, that the woman adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair, or gold, or pearl, or costly array, but which becometh woman professing godliness with good works.
But just that a lot of people say, I can't wear jewelry, I can't. No, it ain't that. At that time, they was coming in there because of that, to try to be seen. So he had to set the hook.
Don't come in here trying to be seen and try to come in here and do this and do that, but come in with the right spirit. You ought to be
Well, a lot of our sisters, you tell them that, they would have, like how you taking and saying, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. They gonna take this spirit. Hey, read me. You telling me I can't. I'm never telling you what you can. you know that you his people, you can identify to know that, yes, we are descendants of the slave trade, so forth, so on, and your father is an Israelite, he's commanding us to. So I'm going to read a few more things. Okay, so as Elder was touching on the fringes, I'm going to show you this.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse number 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. Verse 39. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all of the commandments of the Lord, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whore.
So, like the Elder said, but mainly for a man, I'm going to show you for a sister too, for a man. If you know you're going to go in the store and steal a pack of gum, most times you're going to put it in your pocket. One of the commandments, they only say it's 10, but it's more than that. But out of the 10 alone, they say thou shalt not what? Steal. So if you put it in your pocket, what you going to touch first? Them fringes. And it's going to remind you what? Oh, I want to be back. I'm going to die if I steal. As a sister, if you got on a little short sleeve jacket over your chest or a shirt, you got fringes around it, or even some sisters layer it. Or if you got it at the end, just you feel it on your foot, you know, you might have to lift it up through your thing, or whatever you're going to do, it ain't going to help but to see it. If you got on a blue jean jacket and you say, oh, I'm going to go in here and steal this piece of candy from my child, you put it in that coat, you're going to automatically put the fringes on the empty coat. So it's just to remind people, say, so if I put on fringes, it's going to automatically stop me from sinning. Give me 1 John chapter 3, verse 5, and then give me chapter 5, verse 3, unless you got something. All right, let's read this. And this is another commandment. I know you like, turn. You know.
You eat pork. You eat pork. It's in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine. What is the swine? Okay, and the swine, though he divides the hoof, and be clothed with it, yet he choose not the cub. He is unclean to you.
That's on?
Yes, back in the days, he cleaned up everything. You put a dead body out there, niggas don't eat that dead body. So, therefore, he's saying that you are special people. He created you in his image and everything. Y'all, we're better than that. So, therefore, we're not supposed to eat pork. Anything that's unclean, we're not supposed to eat these things. So, yes, so if you eat pork, not only that, think about your grandparents. You know somebody that's got diabetes, that's got different diseases and everything. Why? Because we're sitting up with one against what the word is, and we eat this stuff here. We all know from our pork. And I'm telling you, I'm 65 and I feel better that I no longer sit there and eat it. I've been off it for the last 6 years. I don't touch it. I don't have anything to do with it. So, yeah, we got to do better. We got to do better as people.
Miss Simone, you want to say something?
Raised up on that stuff, given to us in slavery. He wanted us to eat the thing that our Lord created. Yeah. That's right. You got turkey bacon, you got beef bacon.
gonna read this on the court, which I know you're like, it's hard sometimes, but we're trained to. But that's where the willingness and the faith comes in for us. Because a lot of people misuse faith. I got faith and I'm gonna get a raise tomorrow.
First John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God,
I got the love of God in me. Well, let's find out.
that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous.
Commandments are what?
Not grievous. Not grievous.
They're not grievous.
So anything you grieve to do, you don't what? You don't want to do. But it said his commandments are not grievous. It's something that it makes me want to do because now I know I'm doing what you said do. And anytime I come against it, as you always say when you're talking to people, they don't agree. They ain't disagreeing with you. They disagreeing with the word. So, give me the sin of obedience. Watch, we're going to finish this out because now you can, and I know even if you're not doing these things, just you getting the understanding from the scriptures, now you can go to your fellow sisters. Your family, they might reject you. You already know how they do. Huh? Yeah. Yes. That's right. Hey. So watch it. Let's further the point. So we know we can't eat pork. But watch the next one.
Verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcasses shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the water.
So now this is where black people really gonna get upset. They say he's talking about now what's in the waters. How many people you know love a good seafood bowl? I already know. Well, I got to have my potatoes in there and my corn. You already know.
You can eat deep sea fish. Those has got fins.
Hold on. What's up?
Whatsoever has fins and scales in the water, in the sea, and in the river, them shall ye eat.
So it didn't just start with the sea. It said the river and what how many other places?
The river, the sea. Yeah, that's it.
So the rivers and the sea and the water. I was trying to use that. The water. So the ocean, the rivers, and the small seas, the ponds, anything. If it doesn't have fins and scales. So let me ask you this. Does a catfish have fins and scales? There you go. Does a shark have fins and scales? Crab legs, frog legs, snake, but rabbit, well, that go on in some other stuff in there too, but we can't eat none of that stuff. But our people have said, you know what? If these laws, I'm going to do what I want to do. And then give me Amos 3 verse 1. I'm going to come back here. Give me Amos 3 verse 1. And then this is what the Most High does to our people. Because since I'm so proud of your spirit and you taking the time to be humble enough to say, you know what, my God, he did this for a reason. My spirit.
Look at Amos, chapter 3, verse number 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
The word that the Lord spoke against the children of Israel. Not to and for them, but against them. Watch what he says.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt. Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So let's find out what iniquities are. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Let's find out. Because the Bible is a whole puzzle. We just got to learn how to put this thing together. Watch this.
Look at 1 John chapter 3, verse number 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is breaking this law. So the law was set in place for us, what? Pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Then he says, I only knew y'all out of everybody. So that's why y'all down with sugar diabetes. That's why y'all down with high blood pressure. That's why y'all down with hypertension and need a water pill. And as you always say, AIDS. And as Cap always say, they got a pill, how you say it?
On Monday through Thursday, pill take, the whole